Hi guys! Welcome back to Everyday Life in China. This is a new face. As you can see, I'm Joy. I'm Joy. Yeah, part of the crew of this great channel. Subscribe and like first of all before you even watch because we are going to be bringing you very wonderful content. I'm telling you. Want to know anything about China? Just comment and it's all done. It's all done. We shall be bringing it all to you. So today I'm bringing you the etiquette in China, the things that you should and not do when you are in China. Just like our homes and our home countries, we all have things that are acceptable and unacceptable in our cultures. Now, in Chinese culture, the things I'm going to mention are acceptable and some are not acceptable. So first of all, do you know how in many countries, in some countries, Western countries more so, people do not remove their shoes? Well, in China, you gotta remove your shoes before entering somebody's home or dorm room. You do not come into somebody's room with your shoes on. So please take off your shoes because it is considered unhygienic to come into the room or somebody's house with your shoes on. Then another thing I'll talk about is gifting. When you're going to gift somebody in China, there's some unacceptable gifts. Do you know, like back at home, I think I've ever gifted two people alarm clocks or clocks, anything like that. Well, in China, you cannot gift someone a clock. Nope. More so if it's a grown up, if it's an elderly person, to them it looks like you are measuring their time, and that is not acceptable. I mean, you don't want somebody keeping track of when you're gonna die, right? Then you also cannot give people umbrellas and white flowers. White flowers here are used for funerals. So, and another thing, when accepting gifts from somebody in China, you have to receive with two hands. Gifts, or even if it's just a business card, or anyone is giving you something more. So if it's an elder person, somebody older than you, or just your senior at work or in school, something like that, you have to accept things with two hands. You do not use one hand. It's considered rude. Then table manners. Most of you, do you see how when you're invited to an event, or even if it's just company dinner or something like that, you cannot start eating before the host or the elder people at the table have started eating? You have to wait for them to start and then start eating after them, or after they tell you, oh, you can begin eating. Most of the times you actually see that they have to first tell the people to eat and they start eating. Then when using chopsticks, you know, in China you don't use forks. I've not yet actually seen a fork in any restaurant here. So when eating rice using chopsticks, you do not put your chopstick right into the bowl. You do not stick them into the bowl. It looks like the essence in a temple. Yeah. Another thing, you do not criticize anyone publicly in China. Yes, if somebody says something wrong or offends you, you have to take them aside and then talk to them in person, like, hey, what you say, this and this and this, I didn't really like it. Or you do not have to do it like that. Yeah. Otherwise, if you tell it to them in front of other people, it is considered, I don't know, aggressive. You have to be subtle about the way you criticize others here in China. Another thing, you do not point at anyone. Nope. You have to use a whole finger. Otherwise, using one finger to point at someone is considered rude in China. If you want to gesture at somebody, you can use your whole hand, like, hey, or it's that one. You do not be like, oh, that person. No, that isn't acceptable here. Then another thing, dress code. Yeah. In some of the countries that we come from, it is very okay to dress anyhowly, like in shorts. Okay, it's not really that big of an issue dressing up in short things here in China, but you find out that in rural areas, and more so when going to temples, please do not show boobs for girls. Yeah, you can put on anything as short as you want in China, but here, showing chest, yes. It's a show. You don't show boobs in China. You you can actually put on anything as short as you want, but you do not expose your chest. Yeah. And when going to the temple, please, it's a temple. Just like when you're going to church or any place of worship that you go to, you have to put on something long. Another thing, in China, you do not split the bill. So if you are inviting people to come out, like, hey, let's go for an outing or let's go grab some lunch, or cooking food at my place, and you invite people over, do not expect them to pay unless you have told them that, hey guys, let us do this and this and this, let us I'll prepare this, you guys should buy the ingredients or something like that. Otherwise, my G, do not suggest any dinner or any meal that you are not willing to pay for, because people here do not split the bill. In most cases, the senior or the person who has hosted that thing will have to pay. Like, it's not even negotiable. They'll just do it because it's the culture here. That's how it works here. Another thing here, do not be late. Do not be late. Do you see how we, mostly Africans and people of color, are so used to being late? Because literally, when my friends and I are going to hang out, say we can be like, oh, we're gonna have a movie night, and we set a time at 9 p.m. Guess what? It will be 11 and nobody would be there. Then at like 11:30, people start trickling in, and then you're like, guys, we said 9, but the organizer is also not going to be ready by that time. So here, when it's 9, it's really 9. People are going to be there. So, and it's really considered rude if you come late for something. So yeah, please don't be late. Don't whistle. No, it's not acceptable here. More so, people who are still cultural, more so to elders, it's considered to bring spirits. Yeah, I think it's just low, but hey, that's culture. Okay guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you've liked it. Please like and subscribe. Comment about anything that is maybe different. Do you all put off shoes when coming into the house? Because to be honest, I thought that was normal, but please comment, do you or not? Anywho, I'll be seeing you in the coming episodes. Drusilla out.